Oh, that was number one? No wonder why I'm such a banger. I thought that was number two. Number two, give you my goo. And three, get on your knees. Four, you a dirty whore. Oh. Bam. How do you miss? Oh. Can you imagine if they had a difficulty on this game?
One. It's normal and hard, which is like normal is already hard. I did Hotline Miami 2 on hard once, and I'm not doing it again. It's so fucking hard, man.
Oh, that's gonna be even more fun. Oh my god, what the hell? If you save in a form, you come back in that form? I didn't know that's a thing. What the hell? I just spawned with final form. Insane.
Fire!
That is insane.
That's a new high score.
A new record. Oh, come on, y'all. Play a game. Let's play a game.
Yo, my name is Jalen, and I keep on playing Destiny for all eternity.
I'll take it.
5-2-18. Yeah, Full House is my favorite. Let's go with Jones. And we're gonna use the crowbar the whole level.
Oh my god, just wasted on the elixir.
No. Pop.
Oh my god, dude. Really just call me money. Oh, damn it.
Fuck it.
The things we do for money, boys. This is how we support the family.
Love the fucking sledgehammer. It's a slow weapon, but it's just devastating.
Yeah, sucker. Come on, who wants to play? Again, dude. Oh my gosh. The money's with the name for me. Hit me! Oh, hit me! Oh, 4 in a row. I'm pushing my luck over here. Oh no! You press X one time. Oh fuck.
You just gunned everyone down. Right?
Oh my god.
Give that an A.
Hey, Minus. Hey, yo, Jalen, when are you gonna start playing Kingdom Hearts?
Hey, yo, Jalen, he should start playing. I would like to see Jalen's blind playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 2. Never playing it before.
At least 3, you know, I'd take 3 too. This Jalen playing Kingdom Hearts in general.
But just him playing 2, the best one, and experiencing it for the first time.
I know. Just seeing everything for the first time, dude.
What I would give to be able to do that again. level so hard, dude.
I think I'm just gonna run around and farm rather than. Oh wait, I need certain items. That's right. I gotta make a shit ton of elixirs. Or buy them? Can I just buy elixirs somewhere? I could have sworn I could just buy elixirs somewhere. Let me check. Let me check before I fucking get wrecked. No, I guess not.
I get them both, but then I don't.
I probably sell a bunch of shit. Everything is 10. Alright, so look, this is what we're going to be doing, boys. We need to farm power boost, then defense, and then magic. We're already strong with magic. We don't need to fucking improve that shit. Or maybe we should do magic first, huh? That's the way to do it.
Magic's your best stab.
You're right. Fuck it. Alright, we're just gonna use our handy dandy Google because it's not 2007 anymore. I don't have to fucking.
Pull up my handy daddy, nigga.
Jalen, you're a menace. You're a mean one. Mr. Nigga. Mithro Jones.
Yo, I'm about to stick my pud straight in your mud.
Oh, so we gotta make them.
But I slap him in the face and I hear that sound thud.
What is this? Is this defense? Is this magic?
7th chapter. Let's go, baby.
This is magic.
Oh, you guys ain't on King.
20 gems. I need mithril gems.
I'm about to solo something on this game. It's been a while.
What game?
Destiny.
How many hours do you think you put into that game?
10 hours. 10 years worth.
Well, huh? That's not my guess. Twilight crystals. Where do I find Twilight crystals? I can go
Do you think you put a year of actual time in the game?
Way more than that. I mean, this is me 10 years playing this game non-stop, so... I mean, I'm not saying I did 24 hours a day, but...
Twilight gems.
Probably 5,000? 5,320.
And those are also...
And 2 hours ago, what time would that have been?
Dude, I gotta write this shit down because this is so good about having an office though, man. I just got fucking office material there.
Abnormal freaking math question. That is a normal math question. What I'm talking about.
Okay.
Man, this beat in this level is so good.
You know who Killer Cam is?
Kill?
Killer Kowalski?
Killer Cam. The rapper.
Is that a rapper?
Yeah.
I don't know who he is, but I had definitely guessed it was a rapper from the name.
Oh my god, dude.
This is podcast. A murder. Base. He used to work with Puff Daddy.
Do you think any rappers ever just use their actual name, like their first and last name as their rap name?
Kanye West.
Oh, there you go.
I think, ain't J. Cole one of them?
Jermaine Cole.
Is that his name, Jermaine?
Yeah.
I don't know anybody else's. I know this.
Eminem's name is Marshall, something Marshall.
Yeah, his martial matters.
But does he matter though? Ow.
Not anymore. That's just shit out of nowhere.
He's some irrelevant old guy now.
He looks old as hell. You're right. He does.
What are we doing? I guess we need to run around with the open. I mean, we're really maxed out. All we're doing is farming some shit so we can go fight some monsters.
You know, though, you really don't need a farm. Like, you have everything you need to beat any fight in this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right now, you're just delaying the inevitable. You should just go over to the Lingering Will and fight that motherfucker right now.
Hey man, what is the inevitable?
The inevitable is that he has to 100% this game. And so instead of going for the things he needs to do, he'd rather just fight a bunch of heartless. Just so he doesn't have to go do it, dude.
I'll take hours. I would guess it would if he goes there. You do a boss battle that you have to retry the world.
And here's the thing, is Albert's afraid to finish this game. He's afraid to fucking finish it.
I get that feeling all the time. Like, I didn't want to finish Shadow. Like, I literally, when I got to the last part, I waited 3 weeks later. Oh, man. I get that feeling, Albert, so you're not alone. Trust me.
Did you just compare me to
Like, the best games that we're into, like God of War, I bet you feel the same thing about God of War. You know?
Yeah, I played that shit like 10 times.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is you can beat the game, but you can just restart it again.
You just don't want to... I don't think you understand the feeling, man.
I get it.
Realism in it.
I get it, dude. Here's the thing is, when you don't want a game to be over, you don't want to stop seeing new stuff, you know?
Yeah, that too.
You don't want to stop being surprised by the game.
Yeah, I like being surprised by the game. It's just definitely right on that.
Dude, look how strong I am, dude. I deserve it.
Albert, what you deserve is to beat this so you can start it again.
I don't know. I told my actually I started on the 99% this entire game, so everything needs to be 99.
Wait, did you say you gotta tell your girl Roxy?
Roxy?
I could have sworn you just said you gotta tell your girl Roxy. Like that dog from that mutt from the goofy nigga.
Roxanne.
Her name was Roxanne, or Roxanne, yeah.
Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Yeah, the dog for real.
And
like an
Max wanted to fuck her, dude.
Oh, they straight up sent her for that.
No, he really got her, though. That motherfucking Max laid that down,
bro. And then the dad secured it for him.
No, that was, oh yeah, the second one, the daddy in there securing her.
Yeah, he got that librarian bitch.
And she was fine too.
Fucking motherfucker.
And let's say the dad is Goofy, by the way.
And the OG.
Goofy is...
Goofy's.
The OG, triple OG.
Yeah,
he's a Three Musketeers.
OG, double OG. And he's also a knight that has Sora's back.
Okay, when people say OG, obviously that meant original gangster, but why say triple OG, double OG? It's like triple original gangster, double OG.
That's how
Makes no
original they
sense.
are, dude. The Omega original.
I thought he was saying it because he's like a dog, like Snoop Dogg. He's like double OG.
Yeah, but with a triple, then like you don't hear quad OG or something.
No,
like that.
yeah, there's different levels. There's Omega, and then there's Omnipotent, and then there's there's different levels. So Snoop Dogg's a level 2, double OG. So he's a Omega original gangster. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're a triple OG, that means you ascend to the Omnipotent. That means like godly level. So you're a godly level gangster.
Omnipotent, does that have 3 G's in that word?
Yeah. No worries, man. I'll teach you the ways.
We finished this level.
You guys prefer
We're
like
taking the long way.
Now I'm trying to get remembrance crystals. So I need to make serenity crystals to make something else. Oh man.
would you guys like to have dog tags with like a picture of all three of us?
No, so I'm not a faggot.
Yeah, I'm about to say that'd be really gay. Someone would be like,
I
"I thought
was
you were
saying-
boyfriends."
Wow. Right there. Never mind.
I got a picture of my wife in my wallet, and that's as far as
Oh,
like.
that's so adorable. You're so fucking gay. You know, ninth grade Darren
That's
comes
faggot
to
shit
faggot
right there. I
up.
don't know.
Yeah, well, it's better than having dog tags with fucking you.
I'm sure one of us is gonna take up all the space in you.
Oh man.
I'm not talking that for either.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you know, yesterday was really fun.
Fun.
I'm not gonna. Oh man.
Yo, we should talk more about the movie.
No, we're done. We're taking a break from that.
You can't take a break from it. It's too good, man.
Yeah, of course. You're going on like 10, not 10 years, almost damn near 5.
You know, how about this? How about we start from the beginning?
I like that.
Alright. And we're going in release order, not chronological.
Yes, release order.
Just like Star
I
Wars.
like it.
Yeah, faggot. Okay. Jalen, you want to start it?
How does the movie start off, Jalen?
From your memory, I want to hear from Jalen's memory.
Yeah, I want to hear the story from Jalen's memory. How's the movie start, dude? And what happens?
I think it start off with what is it? Me and Antonio just having a rivalry, and then yeah, that's it.
Jalen, tell the origin story of you. That's what we want to hear.
The origin story of me as
Lord Vandervoort.
I lost pretty bad at a
Second.
yeah, Tekken. I lost Tekken 3. Back in the day, I lost at Tekken 3.
Yeah.
I got my ass was so bad. I was in front of everybody. I just got pissed off, and that's when Antonio came through, trying to cheer me down. I was like, "Nah, nigga." He said, "Stop using the nigger word." I'm like, "Fuck you, coon. Back away from me, you moon cricket." You know, and all of a sudden we got into a fight right there, right? We got into a fight. He ended up winning again.
Yeah, you guys got in a fight, then what happened?
Then the story starts.
I like that. Okay,
Well, anyways, it starts out, right, in, it's us, but in, like, middle school, right?
Yeah.
And, yeah, it pretty much chronicles Jalen's life. It's really from the perspective of Jalen. It focuses mostly on Jalen.
It's all Jalen, dude. We're all side characters to him.
Yeah.
Right, so, okay, I'll tell the story. Okay, I'll tell the story. I love telling the story anyway.
Yeah, well, it pretty much is like just chronicling like a really bad day that Jalen's having.
Yeah, and it just, oh god. So Jalen, like, this is how the movie starts, alright? So the movie opens up with a destroyed city, right? It's a destroyed city. It's me and Dan sitting on the couch, and mind you, we're older, and we're just like, what the fuck? And opening your eyes. The camera's right in your eyes, like you open your eyes from sleep, and you wake up, and you start your day. But this is just a regular day, dude. So you get up, you're late for school. Antonio's already on the bus. You're over there chasing the bus. You know, it's not good. It's not going good right now, man. And you know, we get to the your first period. You gotta, and you're late to class. Teacher calls you out, embarrasses you and shit. You know, cuts to another couple hours later, and then you're in another class and you gotta present this project. But when you go and present, you end up failing. Where the fuck am I? You end up failing the project, and then wait, is this how the movie goes? I'm starting.
Yeah, it's pretty much that.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are rambling off like hard.
That's why I had to stop myself.
So what happens is in the beginning of the movie, it shows pretty much us in school, and then it really focuses on Jalen, and also Jalen and Antonio's rivalry. Right?
Oh yeah.
How Antonio's just better at everything, and
oh yeah, it cuts through the years, like
yeah, it's kind of like fast forwarding a bit, and it's like kind of like just establishing our like dynamic and whatnot. Right?
Yeah,
and
like,
then
at one point, like, you guys have a project. Antonio gets praised for it while you did all the work, and then it cuts to you liking a girl, and Antonio takes her away because he's just so smooth.
No, yeah. You like a girl, but then she wants you to like help her get Antonio.
Yeah, she was only close with you just to get to Antonio.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it comes to graduation. You know, you're over here waiting for a graduation party, but no one shows up, and everyone's with Antonio instead. Oh, it's bad, dude. It's bad. But throughout this whole thing, like it's showing us. It's showing all of us. And
and then the big scene happens. Which, Albert, why don't you describe the big scene?
What's the big scene?
Jalen's the Tekken loss, and then the stepdad.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No. Okay, I'm trying to remember
I
right
was gonna
now.
keep that out. Anyway, hold on.
Okay,
I got charge this phone. I'm listening.
Okay, so look. Okay. So the first 5 minutes of the film is just showing Jalen and Antonio's rival, right? This happens before the graduation scene, because the graduation scene is when we all start finding our powers and shit.
Yes.
Alright, so this is probably like freshman year, Jalen, you know, it's probably freshman, sophomore year? Probably junior year, just to make it better before he's an adult. But
Yeah.
one night, and this is what tipped it over. Alright? So one night.
You know what you should do, actually, though? Is name the characters, paint a picture here and just kind of tell them who's all involved in this. Alright.
I gotta write this up then too, so I don't get confused myself. So in this world, there's a group. Alright, there's 5 of us. Oh no, 4 of us, right? Is there 4 of us? Donzo, you, me, Jalen. Yeah, Antonio. There is 5 of us.
Yeah.
So in this, the whole story is based off of 4 friends. It's based off of 5 friends. 4 has powers. 1 is a mystery. And then 1 main character, who is Jalen. And throughout this whole thing, it's about Jalen starting off as a hero, or actually being birthed as a villain. And it's just a story of how this villain turns hero. You know, just your standard typical hero turns villain, and it's good. But it's just his origin story that gets so fucked, because you understand why this motherfucker's a villain. Alright, so one night, Jalen and Antonio, they're playing Tekken. I don't know, what is it, Tekken 4, Tekken 5? What Tekken is this?
Tekken 3, I believe.
They're playing Tekken 3. Alright, it's nighttime, after 5. The boys are gaming, and Jalen's trying, man. Jalen had a bad day at work. All he wanted to do was game. Antonio walks in, and he's like, oh shit, let me hop on. So
No, I don't think he works at this point. I think this has got to be him younger at this point.
This has happened at a younger age?
Yeah, I think it happened at a younger age.
No, remember Antonio was on the phone with a girl?
Yeah, like it'd probably be like high school, middle school era.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? What did I say?
You're saying he had a job.
Oh, okay. Let me pop this. Alright, so like, Antonio comes in on Jalen. You know, Jalen had a bad day at school. You know, no one acknowledged him, no one cared about him, right? So Jalen's over there playing Tekken 3, Tekken 4. You know, he's letting off some steam, you know. But Antonio comes in, you know, he's all like, oh, yo, let me throw down. And Jalen's like, nah, I'm good. He's like, come on, pussy. So Jalen's like, fine. Tosses him the controller. And Antonio is giving him the works.
Yeah.
And Jalen's over there.
Yeah, he's sweating.
Just smashing the buttons, man. And Antonio hits him with the electric one guy. Fucking knocks him out. And he's like, light work. And Jalen's like, oh, fuck that, man, run that back. And Antonio's like, oh, not worth it. So Antonio gets a call on his phone. He's like, I gotta take this. And then he just goes downstairs to go make a sandwich. And then Jalen's over there mad as fuck, just over there throwing shit around. And it comes, as Jalen's throwing shit around, you hear the door opens up and Jalen's stepdad comes in and he's like, what? He's over there drunk. You can smell the fucking liquor.
He's super drunk. It's a problem. He's always drunk, you know.
Always fucking drunk, no matter what time.
And he's an honorary son of a bitch. Drunk and mean, you know.
Just fucking puts hands on Jalen and his mom and everything. And he stumbles on it and he's like, hey, boy, what I tell you about that fucking noise? And Jalen's like, what the fuck up? And he's like, what you fucking say? You know what? Matter of fact, get over here. And all you hear is, and it cuts away to Antonio. Antonio's over there on the phone, macking on the girl, you know. Just macking, throwing fucking game while you're over there cooking up a sandwich. And as he starts, and then it's a one shot, dude. It's a one shot from Antonio in the kitchen as he walks up the stairs into his room. And all you see is Jalen on the bottom bunk. He sees his back. That's all it is. His face towards the wall. Antonio sees his back. And Antonio sits down and is like, well, you don't want to play no more? And all you hear is a... And Antonio's like, damn, man. I didn't mean to beat you that bad. What a scrub.
Yeah.
And then he's like, huh, baby? Oh, yeah, you still there? My bad. And he just talks. And then the camera cuts away to Jalen crying as there's fucking nuts all over his face. Just crying. And then it cuts to the future.
Since it's all comedy, I'm gonna do it like comedy, nigga.
So look, Jalen. So look, it cuts away. It cuts to graduation. All right.
Yeah.
And this is where Jalen, like, this is a year or two later. Cuts to graduation. It's a fast forward, so it's like just snippets of the whole day.
Right.
But you can see Jalen, like, his face over time is just going from smiles all the way to just mad, sad.
Yeah,
mad.
Always frowning and.
Man, so as Jalen gets called first, right? Bogus, B-O-G-B-R-O. Yeah, G. So in the graduation lineup, Jalen gets called. Jalen Bogus. Jalen walks the stage, and only me, Darren, and a few other people make noise for him. And then Jalen goes and sits down, and then Antonio Brown. The whole world lights up, man. Everyone's all cheering for this kid, and that's where Jalen sees it, man. And then it cuts away to the graduation party. Jalen told everyone to come meet him at the garage, at his house garage. But then he finds, like, as Jalen's there waiting, no one's showing up at all. Not even me and Darren. Fucking Jalen gets a fucking text on his phone, and it's Antonio saying, "Yo, where are you at?" Oh no, it's me and Darren saying, "Yo, where are you at?" As we're at this fucking amazing house party, and Antonio's crib, and fucking and that's where it's at. Jalen throws his phone, and it cuts black, and it goes to like 10 years in the future. We're all, I think, 25, 26-ish.
Yeah.
And it cuts to a battle, a city war battle, like some superhero battle. Like me, like I get sent flying. Darren's over there reloading his shit. He's like, "Wow, you're getting hit by a fucking robot," and me and him are having our little banter and shit. And then the camera zooms away, and it's fucking Vandergriff. It's fucking Vandergriff, dude.
You know, we all should have some type of a Heartless, and a Nobody, but we gotta name it differently in different type of roles for it.
That's where the Donzo saga comes from.
Yes.
Wait a minute, is Donzo my Nobody or my Heartless?
No,
Donzo is the creator, dude. He's the guy who can control reality.
But we don't know that yet because that Donzo turns into a villain at the end.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a big battle. We're fighting this giant robot, and it's a guy. The villain is Vandergriff, who taught us in school, which is the connection there.
And that's his thing. That's what he's gonna say. His opening line. He's like, boys, when I taught you back in summer school, I was giving you a freebie. Now I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I don't know.
And you see Vandergriff in our school years in the intro there.
Yeah, like he's there, like in the intro montage, like he's there in the background. But it's so fucking.
And there's even scenes where we're talking to him and stuff.
Yeah, dude, he's like a robotic technician, like he's all about robots and shit.
Yeah.
And it's so good because in the fucking future, dude. Vandergriff is the one who shows Jalen
the power of Vandergriff.
Yeah, he's the one who told him about
the power that he's gotten. Yeah,
the forbidden love.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So yeah,
as this battle's going on, me and Darren are, we're not struggling, but we're just trying to minimize the damage that this guy's doing. Just think of Ultron.
Yeah.
That's what Vandergriff is. He's a robotic, so he has an army of robots and shit, just like Ultron. So me and Darren are just talking, and Antonio flies in. He's like the Superman of this universe. He just
he's the top guy, the guy.
Yeah, Vandergriff is over there talking shit to me and Darren. And then we're just, me and Darren just talking shit back, trying to minimize the damage. And then as Vandergriff's talking, he's charging up this like giant ass power bomb, like a spirit bomb. And then Antonio flies in, knocks him down. He's like, "Are you guys done playing around?" And me and Darren are just like, "Oh shit, no, sorry, Antonio. We'll get it." He comes in, boom. But as Antonio's distracted by us, Vandergriff sends him flying. Jalen comes in, and Jalen comes in out of nowhere. We're like, Jalen, you finally made it. Because at this point, we don't know, but Jalen is doing some sneaky shit behind our backs. But it comes in later. Because Jalen finally shows up. He didn't answer the call or whatnot. So he's over there beating down Vandergriff. And as Jalen's doing so, Vandergriff is getting into his head. And this is early shit, so it's all foreshadowing. So Vandergriff is getting into Jalen's head, and he's like, "You're a nobody, just like that, whatever you have." And Jalen starts going crazy. He gets more mad, and he starts beating up Vandergriff, sending him through buildings and shit. Antonio's like, "Jalen, you gotta calm down." Jalen's over there putting civilians at risk. Me and Darren over there we're trying to stop everything from happening. We're trying to end it, and Antonio's like, "Fine." He goes in for the finishing blow, knocks out. He goes in, like, as Jalen's about to kill Vandergriff, Antonio swoops in, separates the two, and knocks out Vandergriff. And then Jalen is stunned because he also got hit in the process. So as it ended, all the news people came around. Whatever our name is, they come in. Antonio, the lady comes in, and wait. I remember what happens. Wait. He's about to stomp somebody, right? Oh yeah.
Vandergriff's about to kill Jalen.
Yeah, Vandergriff he comes back and he's whooping Jalen's ass. He is just whooped, and then Jalen starts losing. And as Jalen was on the ground, me and Darren try jumping in. Vandergriff sends us flying, and he's right about to stomp on him. He's about to stomp on Jalen as Jalen's about to die. Jalen's hand is raising up as he's like to stop Vandergriff, and Antonio fucking comes in, knocks his ass out, sends him flying, and Jalen just, his hand that is raised up turns into a fist, and he just hits the ground. He's like, I didn't need your help. And Antonio was like, yes, you did. And it pans to the fucking destruction that Jalen has caused. And then it cuts away to like a news program. That's a fucking theme song. Because today the boys came through and saved the day again, you know. And it's an interview with Antonio saying like, we came in as a team and we came strong, but you know we will do better to lessen the destruction. Here's a donation of like $2 billion. Like, you know, Antonio's doing what a leader does, you know.
Right.
He's just being a great fucking leader. And then as that news is like casting on TV, it pans out to us working out in the super gym where they're practicing the shit. Me and Darren are at this punching bag, this, you know, bullshit, and Jalen's over there. He's over there warming up, and Antonio is just, you know, Antonio walks in and he's just disappointed. He goes up to Jalen, hey, I need to talk to you. Jalen's like, nah, another time. And he goes and grabs Jalen's shoulder. No, we talk now. And Jalen goes in for the punch, and Antonio catches it. If you want to throw down, let's throw down in the ring. And then it cuts to them fucking geed up, dude. They're all in their fucking
they're geed up.
Shit. And like they're in this octagon, man, and they start fighting. And Antonio's just trying to like this. Or Jalen is quiet the whole time, but Antonio's over there quite like just talking down to him. Like, what's wrong with you?
It's day one.
This is day one, man. What the fuck you doing, huh? Why you putting people at risk? Huh? You know, throwing jabs and shit. You know, Jalen's blocking and trying to be defensive as best as he can.
Yeah, fuck these bitch ass niggas.
No, but he can't keep up though, man. Antonio just he's like, huh? You think you're so powerful with all this power you have? You remember what happened in Atlantis, huh? You know, because in the beginning, in that little montage, it shows that Jalen been sneaking around, being snoopy as fuck, and destroying shit. You know, it's foreshadowing. You know. So he's like, and Antonio's like, you think you're better than us, huh? This is a team. We're a family. We work together, not apart. And that's where Jalen it strikes a nerve. He's like, family. He charges up this dark purple energy that we have never seen before.
There isn't an iron team, but there is an iron nigga. Bye.
It's a really good line.
Yo, let me write that down.
That needs to be in the movie.
That's what he's going to say to Antonio when he's interrogating him. So as Jalen charges up this purple attack, he hits Antonio. Antonio obviously blocks it. And we're like, Jalen, what the fuck? The rules, man, no powers allowed. And Jalen just calms down, but we don't see it. Me and Darren don't see it, but Antonio notices that there's a dark aura around Jalen now. And Jalen's like, you know what? I don't need this. Halftime. And he just disappears. And Antonio's like, oh, we're like, you want us to follow him? Antonio's like, no, let him be. And then it cuts away to, it cuts away to Jalen, like, running away, like, somewhere else. And he's like, you know, he's just at this random restaurant, just incognito, just in his casual clothes, and he's drinking coffee, or he's having a beer. He's having a 211, and he's reminiscing on what Vandergrift said, talking about this power isn't yours, this is stolen power, and that's the whole reason why Jalen was, you know, upset and shit. You know, so he goes and seeks out Vandergrift to see what the fuck he was talking about. And Vandergrift's already behind bars, and this is where they start cahooting. So, on the side note, on what me, Darren, and Antonio are dealing with, we started to notice that in the oceans and like on beaches and shit, humans are disappearing all around the oceans. And Antonio comes to the assumption we need to speak to the king of Atlantis. So we go do our mission is to go see the king of Atlantis. Jalen's mission is to go deal with his fucking trauma with Vandergrift. So it cuts back to Jalen, and he's talking to Vandergriff at the cell, like the window shit. You know, he picks up the telephone, talks. And he's like, and Vandergriff's like, took you long enough to come visit me. And Jalen's like, I almost didn't. He's like, I want to know what you were talking about with that Vander shit. He was like, what, that stolen power? That shit you have inside you, Jalen? Oh, it's growing, isn't it? And like Vandergriff is saying the right words. He's like, that feeling, that darkness. And his eyes are widening open. And then Jalen hits the window, like he breaks the window. Oh no, Jalen teleports through the glass, and he's like, tell me what you know. And then it cuts away to us. As we're going to like one of these drop-off points, one of these access points that leads us to Atlantis, we see on the news that there is a strange set of people who showed up on the ocean, on the boat, on the beach, and they're killing people. So we skyrocket out of there, go straight to the beach, and come to find out, like as we're fighting and defending the beach from these people, we notice, like as we beat all of them, we look around, we're like, oh shit, Antonio, these are Atlanteans. And the
Yes.
people and the people around, they're like, what happened? And we're like, these are Atlanteans. Antonio's like, all right, now we need to go see the king. So it cuts back to Jalen. And, you know, obviously there was a bunch of words that were said that we didn't hear. But
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Did we talk about how we got our powers?
Oh, that's in like the intro montage. Like oh, it's supposed to happen after the graduation. Yeah, okay. Fuck, you're right. I skipped over that whole part. Yeah, okay, so in the beginning montage, it's supposed to be like a couple segments of Jalen in school. Like, it's literally only a couple frames, and then it cuts to the Jalen getting molested. That's a whole scene. It cuts to graduation. Oh, and after graduation, it's supposed to do like little montages of us. Oh no, was it in the beginning? Fuck, I don't remember.
It's before we cut to the big fight with Vandergriff.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can add it. Oh, wait, is it? Because it happens at Wonder Park, right?
Yeah.
We start finding out we have powers and shit. Oh, you know what? That could be. That's where it starts. It starts with us being kids. You know, just 5 kids hanging out. And then we come across.
And Donzo doesn't have powers in the beginning there.
Yes. Oh, yes.
You remember?
Yes. Because there was only us. Donzo became the guy in the chair. He became the guy in the chair. So,
Yeah.
So in the beginning, we're gonna take a little break real quick. In the beginning, they show us this 5 kids having, you know, just chilling at Wonder Park, and this meteor comes or something happens where we all fight. It's like Chronicle, like how Chronicle was, how they all got their powers. It was exactly like that, but us happened at Wonder Park. And then throughout the intro montage of it being with Jalen, it shows us, you know, using our powers, growing as kids into adults and shit. And then the whole molestation thing happens with Jalen, and that's what triggers Jalen's powers. Oh, it's even better. Jalen is the last for his powers to come in because he gets molested by his stepdad, and that's what triggers his powers. It's because after graduation, it starts showing us like learning, going through the steps and shit of learning our powers. It shows us getting It shows us getting exiled from Atlantis. Atlantis was foreshadowing in the entire beginning. The whole thing was foreshadowed. So it shows Jalen.
There would be like news reports on the TV in the background.
Yeah.
Talking about weird sightings and stuff.
Yeah. Just it's so good. Like in the news and the back. Yes. So in the early montage, it shows Jalen getting caught in the Forbidden Temple, us getting banished from Atlantis, the buildup of Jalen and Antonio resenting, and this is all like narrated. Like someone's gonna narrate this as it's going on.
Yeah.
And then it cuts away to like like present day, and that's where the fight of Vandergrift starts. All right. Bless you. All right, so let's go. So now, this is right after the fight with the Atlanteans. All right, we just found me, Darren, and Antonio just found out that they're Atlanteans, while Jalen's over there talking to Vandergrift, and now Vandergrift has said enough to Jalen to have him escape prison, and Jalen, and it opens up with Jalen saying, "So what do I do now?" And then it shows Jalen preparing for something, and then Jalen breaks him out. Jalen goes through the front door and breaks him out of prison. And as we're preparing, Antonio was me and Darren are trying to make contact with Jalen. And we're like, "Hey, Antonio, Jalen ain't picking up his transponder." And Antonio's like, "I know, I've been calling him for hours now. The beacon, I lit the beacon a while ago, and Jalen hasn't answered." And we're like, "He hasn't answered? He always answers. We always answer." And Antonio's like, "Don't worry, I already sent a drone to find him. We'll be back." Oh no, Antonio's like, "I already sent Tyler." Oh, we're gonna change something real quick. Antonio's gonna send Tyler to go find Jalen, and this is where Jalen and Tyler. This is where Jalen recruits Tyler. Oh, this is so good. So as Tyler's gonna go find Jalen, Jalen already has Vandergrift out. We're meeting with the King of Atlantis, and the King of Atlantis, he's cool with Antonio. He's just not cool with Jalen. So he comes in. Yeah. Antonio's meeting with the King, and we're having terms. We're trying to explain like why the hell the Atlanteans are coming to the Earth dwellers, to Earth to fight, and it starts off It starts off very politically. Just King of Atlantis. He understands that the beef between humans and the ocean should never be a problem. But he brings up Jalen, and then he also brings up what Jalen. This is how we find out what happened to Vandergrift. Jalen brings up. King of Atlantis brings up. We've seen what that boy has done before, stealing our secrets in the Forbidden Temple. Look what he has done now, harnessing power no man should ever have. And it cuts to it shows what happened on the news with Jalen and Vandergrift. Look at that man. As long as that boy is with you, no treaty shall ever be with the human world and the ocean. And fuck. And it cuts to Jalen. It just cuts away. We're leaving, we leave Atlantis and go, cause that's it, that's just the end of it. And it cuts to Tyler, meeting up with Jalen, trying to stop him. But Jalen is already with Vandergrift, and they're already in cahoots. And then as Jalen's about to proceed with his plans, because he's trying to figure out his past. So he's doing whatever Vandergrift is telling him, but Vandergrift is trying to pull a fast one. Obviously, he's just using Jalen to get to what he's doing. So they're doing this crazy whatever, stealing something, some tech to find Jalen's past, but in reality it's for Vandergrift's use. Typical villain shit.
Yeah, he's trying to take the power of Vander from Jalen so he can become more powerful.
Yeah, and we don't know that it's the power of Vander until Bob explains it in later movies. So,
yeah.
So he's trying to build this ship, and Tyler catches him in the act. And Tyler's like, I didn't want to believe my eyes. And Jalen turns around, I guess it was always meant to be. And then Jalen gives him the opportunity. Jalen's like, I can give you the opportunity, and you can either join us or stay with them. And Tyler's like, but what are you doing, Jalen? We don't do this. You're my best friend. And Jalen's like, that's why I'm giving you this chance. Join us. And he holds his hand out like we do. And he explains, aren't you tired of being number 2? Matter of fact, aren't you tired of being number 6? And it hits Tyler. He's like, me and you've been best friends since back in the day. Before those others came along. It was me and you. Only me and you. And it showed a flashback of Tyler's life with Jalen. He's like, I've always been there. You always been my boy. These guys, all they do is laugh at you. Remember that time Albert came over to your house to play Jump Force and he beat you? And he laughed and laughed. The last straw. We will never be number 2. Together, we will be number 1. And that's where Tyler takes that offer. He fucking takes that offer and joins Jalen with Vandergriff. And it cuts to Vandergriff's face as he smiles.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're like, oh shit, no, this guy, oh, he's evil. He's evil. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, then it cuts away to us. Antonio talks about, I can't find what's his name? Can't find Tyler. He ain't showing up on the radar. Neither is Jalen. They're both incognito. And we're like, want us to check it out? And he's like, no, I'll deal with it. So Antonio goes and does his thing. You know, we don't know what he's doing, but me and Darren are just over there chilling. What happens after this? Is there another fight that happens with the Atlanteans? Oh no! Oh, wait,
sorry, what was that?
Okay, so Tyler has joined Vandergriff, and it cuts away to us. Is there another attack that's about to happen? And if we find out that it's Jalen and them, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So okay, before it cuts to us, Tyler asks, "Okay, so what's the plan?"
Mm-hmm.
And Vandergriff turns around as he's smiling, and he's like, "We're gonna break into this underwater facility." He knows that it's the city of Atlantis. We don't know that it is. They don't know that it is. So they're setting up this plan. We got this underwater fortress that we need to penetrate. I need 2 more men, and that's when Tyler recruits Dwayne and Malcolm. Oh,
yeah.
God, it's so good. It's so fucking good. It's about to get so good, dude.
Yes, I know. Oh, the second movie. It's the best, dude.
Okay, fuck. Yeah, so he's like, I just need 2 more men. And Talon's like, I know a couple of guys. And then it shows like what's it called? What's that one movie? Like Suicide Squad. You know how they do the lineup of characters? Like Transformers, they show Dwayne. This is Dwayne. What's Dwayne's last name? Dwayne Towns. Dwayne Towns. 17 act, like 17. Like it just shows their track record, and then it goes to Malcolm, whatever his last name is. 27 charges, assault, and whatnot. So you know they get the bad of the bad. And
and Charlie too. Charlie's also one of the goons.
Charlie. And Jalen, that's who Jalen brings in. Jalen brings in his own brother. And he's like, "You sure about this?" He's like, "Yeah." All right. And then that's where it happens. And that's where it happens. I should do ethers, huh? Okay.
Oh, and the scene at the end of the movie where Jalen goes back to his stepdad's house.
The end credits, dude. The fucking end credits.
Yeah, and then the end credits.
Okay. So, as they're setting up this plan, they get their 3 men, Charlie, Dwayne, and what's that guy's name? I just said his name. Malcolm. So it cuts away to us, and me and Darren are like, any word from Tyler? And Tony was like, no, their beakers, their tracking beakers have turned off ever since. Also, like in the background, all you see on the news, you see like in the background on one of the TVs, it shows like a little Easter egg of Dwayne and what's his name, Malcolm. They escaped from some prison. We're over there like we're just trying to figure out what the fuck's happening, and then we get an alarm, another ocean alarm. An entire fleet has shown up on the beach. So and they start war. But on the news, they also say like there's someone else. There's someone else. It's Vandergriff. Vandergriff is fighting in the city once again.
Yeah, with some unknown accomplices.
And at the same time, the ocean is being torn up right now. So we have to split up. So me and Darren go deal with Vandergriff, and then Antonio goes and deal with the King of Atlantis because it's he has a better relationship. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
he's the only one that could do the right diplomacy.
So me and Darren go check it out, and as we show up, we're fighting all these robots and shit, and me and Darren are noticing this is way too easy. Vandergriff would never do this, and he's like, and we show up, and we see Vandergriff, we're like, how'd you get out of prison, huh? You got tired of getting fucked or something? And Vandergriff says it, ooh, you fucked your sister with that cock? And we're like, oh, fuck you. And then as we're about to start fighting, he's like, oh no, I'll let my minions deal with you. And that's when we see Charlie, Dwayne, Tyler, and Malcolm. No, it's just the three, not Tyler. Tyler's not there. It's just those three. We're like, oh, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, we got our new boss in town. And he told us we gotta kick y'all ass. They're talking very 1980s. And, I wouldn't think a chum like you will work for a scumbag like him. Let's do it. And me and Darren charge and go fight these three while we're fighting an army of robots too. And at this time, Vandergriff disappears. So it cuts away to Antonio jumping into a battle, killing these Atlanteans, who are fighting humans and shit. And then you see it. Tyler comes in, and Antonio's like, Tyler, finally. I was looking for, Tyler and Jalen descend. And Antonio's like, Tyler, Jalen, thank you, I need help. And then that's when it happens. Tyler and Jalen both beat up Antonio. They start fighting. Yeah. And he's like, what is this? What are you doing? And Vandergriff shows up. Aren't you happy for this reunion? And Antonio looks at Jalen, and Jalen looks back, and he just sends a punch, sends him flying. And Antonio's just in shock that we're over here fighting, that he has to fight, not just Tyler, not just Jalen, but Tyler too. And Antonio already knows he's outmatched. He's trying to send a signal, and Jalen's like, no, not today. Or no, Vandergriff shortens it. Vandergriff uses the EMP blast and shortens out the fucking circuit, so no one can get in or out. And the fucking king is over there, the king is on his own vessel. And he's like, he sees Jalen, and Jalen looks back and he sees the king, and the king is like, we gotta go. So as the king is departing, Vandergriff says, get the king, and Jalen starts running. Antonio charges at Jalen, no you don't, and Tyler comes in, you're fighting me now. No longer will you ever hurt Jalen. And Antonio's like, what are you talking about? And Tyler charges up, yeah! And boom, that's when the battle starts between Atlanteans in the background, Antonio and Tyler going at it. Vandergriff sneaks in follows Jalen right after Jalen's going to go deal with the king. And then it cuts back to me and Darren fighting the other three. I forgot what powers we gave them, but we have our own sets of powers. They have their own sets of powers. We're over there fighting and shit. But me and Darren, obviously we're toppling all three of them. And as we beat all three of them down and we defeat the army, that's when we get Antonio's. We're trying to call Antonio. We're like, Antonio, you copy? Antonio. And then it cuts back to Antonio fucking fighting Tyler and shit. Asking him, why, Tyler, why? Why would you do this? Why would you help Vandergriff? He's like, I'm not helping Vandergriff. I'm helping Jalen. All you guys ever do is pick on him. Throughout the years, I was there. And Tyler says, oh, fuck, I'm getting so emotional, man. It's so good. And then it cuts back to me and, all you hear on Antonio's radio is, Antonio, you copy. And all Antonio says is, it's Jalen, now. And then all we hear is Jalen, so we just fucking skyrocket over.
Dude.
Antonio punches down, as we're flying over, Antonio's like, you think I don't care about him? He's my family, he's everything. That's why I'm so hard on him, because he's the underdog. He's the one who will be better than all of us. And he knocks out Tyler. He's like, I love that man, but you know, Jalen don't know this. Jalen don't know any of this shit. Only Tyler. Oh my God, only Tyler knows this. The word that Antonio said, how much he cares about him. We show up and we're like, what's happening? We gotta go. And we're like, what's wrong with Tyler? Antonio's like, we'll talk about it later. So we're running in, and we see we're running in, and we see Jalen. Jalen's holding the neck of the king of
the
Atlantis.
king, dude. Yeah.
And
holding the severed head, dude.
Yeah, he's just holding the severed head. Like, Jalen, what did you do? And Vandergriff is right there, and he's like, there you are, boys. Thought you'd never. Oh no. Jalen doesn't do it yet. The king is there because Vandergriff is talking. So So the king, Jalen has the king by the neck. Vandergriff is right next to Jalen, and they're talking. And Vandergriff's like, don't move right there. Stay still. You know, he shoots his Omega beam or his ray to freeze us. Like, you know, like Syndrome and Incredibles. He freezes all three of us. You know, as we're looking, we're like, Jalen, why would you do this? Don't you see? He's just using you. And Jalen's all confused. Jalen's, you know, he's having the look of confusion. And Vandergriff's like, oh yes, Jalen is being used by you men. You men use, you know, he's just laying it on Jalen that Jalen is being used, and Jalen's eating this up. Because it's not Jalen, it's the power of Vander that none of us know about. And as Jalen's holding the king's neck, Vandergriff starts talking, but he starts slipping up. He says the wrong things that trip Jalen up. So he's talking about, if you want to know real power, I'm real power. I'm real, like, you know, I'm real evil. You know, he starts saying this shit. And Jalen kills him. Jalen kills the king. He cuts his head off. And Vandergriff's like, what are you doing? Why'd you do that? And Jalen, he fucking grabs fucking, like he kills Vandergriff right in front of all of us. And he rips his head off. Right? Is that what happens?
Wait, you were talking about the stepdad there at the end?
No. This is the when Jalen's about to kill the king and then kill Vandergriff.
Yeah, he kills Vandergriff.
He also kills Vandergriff too, right?
Yeah. He kills Vandergriff.
Oh, you know. Oh, yeah. He kills Vandergriff right in front of us. And he also kills the king of Atlantis. Like, at the same time, he takes off both of their heads. No, it can't be that way. It has to be. Oh yeah. So as we're frozen, we're talking to Jalen, trying to convince him that whatever he's done it can be changed. You know, we can change this. We can, you know, this doesn't have to be this way. And Jalen's conflicted, and Vandergriff's in his head the whole time, and. Yeah, he's going back and forth. Oh, okay. And then Jalen kills Vandergriff. Jalen kills Vandergriff first. He kills him. And Vandergriff's like, you fucking fool. And he kills him, right? And then we get unfrozen. And Jalen's there looking at at Vandergriff. And Antonio, us and Antonio are like, Jalen, come on, release the king. And then Jalen, he straightens up his grip. Fucking choking the king again. He's like, no, Vandergriff was right. All you ever do is use me. All you've ever done is put me down, put me to the ground. That's all you've ever done. And then this purple aura starts to go around Jalen. All you've ever done was put me to the side and kick me. I am nothing to you, but to me, I'm everything. And he's like, you're so weak, Antonio, and he kills the king. He cuts off the head, and he pulls the head off, fucking Sub-Zero style. Just rips off the head, and we're like, no! And then Antonio sends a blast right to Jalen, and Jalen teleports, and he's out of there. Jalen is out of there. And then all you hear on the outside is like all these horns of like the Atlanteans, the horns of Atlanteans retreating.
Yeah, dude.
Retreating because they know what happened.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then it cuts to it cuts to black, but it shows like a couple of days later how on the news it shows like, oh, Atlanteans have departed from the couple of beaches. The Atlanteans are real. The city of Atlantis is real. Blah blah blah. You know, it's all that shit. And we're over there just fucking devastated. Like fuck. Like we just what the fuck? What's next? And Antonio.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, what do we do now? And Antonio.
And the thing is, he kills Vandergriff because Jalen thought it out in his head that Vandergriff is just in it for himself, right? But the thing is, I don't need Vandergriff because I'm better than he'll ever be.
Yeah.
And he'll just get in my way.
Oh, that's so good.
Jalen had the idea of galactic conquest. And that was...
Vander says Vandergriff would be like, the stars are yours, Jalen. And that's how Jalen gets the idea.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so at the end of the first movie, and we're over there telling Antonio, what do we do now? Antonio gears up. We find Jalen and we bring him home. And it cuts to the cutscene, or it cuts to the credits. But at the end of the credits,
it's just a dark night. It's raining.
It's raining.
Raining.
Yes, tell it. Go ahead, tell it. You tell it.
Yeah, so it's fucking night, real dark outside, and it's just pouring rain. You see just kind of like over views of like the city. It's just like showing certain locations and stuff. And then it just shows a front door and a porch. And you see a black figure. You don't know who it is, but you hear the knocking on the door. And who opens the door is the stepdad from the big scene in the beginning of the movie.
You know what his face looks like. It shows his face.
Yeah. So you see him. Yeah.
And you know how movies are when they're like, oh, I'm a changed man. I'm not that man I used to be. You know.
Yeah.
I learned from my mistakes. But keep going. It's so good.
So yeah, he opens the door, right? And then you see the shocked look on the man's face, but because he keeps up with the news and stuff. Like he sees that Jalen's like fucking, like everyone, like it's known, like worldwide, that Jalen is like, yeah,
he's this evil man.
Yeah, and then he opens the door and it's Jalen standing there, and then Jalen says, may I come in? You know? And then it shows him walk in and the door close. And then it's Jalen pretty much saying, pretty much telling him how he truly feels about him. Like what you did to me, how you treated me throughout the years, how you treated my mother, all this stuff. And then the stepfather's like, you might not know it, but I gave you a gift. I was doing you a favor.
And Jalen was so confused. He didn't understand. He did not understand what the fuck he was talking about. Ugh.
Yeah. And so Jalen pretty much tells him that he's a piece of shit and that he hates him. And then the stepdad's all like, I'm sorry, I've changed a lot, all this stuff. And it's just like, please, man, don't kill me. And at that moment, Jalen swiftly grabs him by the neck and just pulls his head off.
Oh, no. His dad goes out like a badass. He's like, what took you so long? Like, if you're gonna do it, fucking do it, you pussy. Like, he says something that he said that night he raped him.
Yeah, he's like, you always been a little bitch.
Like, like the like he hasn't changed at all.
Yeah.
Like, he has not changed.
Yeah, he just showed that he was just saying that to get his life spared.
Yeah. And then as Jalen's about to fucking kill him, he's like, that's why I fucked your mother, or I don't know, something.
And then Jalen rips his head off, right?
Yeah,
and at that point, Jalen just fucking bursts through the ceiling and flies way high into the pouring rain and just starts screaming as lightning's flowing through his body.
Yeah. And he's just going through, like, and he flies out. He just flies out of space.
Yeah, flies into space, going through that pouring rain.
Yeah, and it cuts. And it just cuts.
Oh, and then that gears you up for movie 2.
Yeah. And then the second, and that's the end of the first movie, man.
Yeah, that's the end.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, it's a good fucking movie.
And it's like a good
But the second one, dude.
And a good hour and a half. The second one, we're gonna make so much money. It's gonna be a 2-hour film.
I was thinking more like 3.5.
Oh, dude, the extended. We're gonna all the extended.
Yeah, that'd be the extended. Yeah.
Jalen, what do you think so far?
Yeah, what do you think of that first movie, Jalen? Oh. No, definitely. Yeah, I agree. We're not gonna change that, Jalen.
Are you talking?
Yeah, he's talking.
No, he's not. I can't hear shit.
No, yeah, he's talking.
No, don't play that shit, dude.
What? No, Albert can't hear you.
You're lying. I know you're doing that fucking bit.
No, he can't hear you.
No, well, fuck you, dude. Don't do that shit. No, fuck you. He's not talking. I know he's not talking.
I don't even think Jalen was listening to that whole time. But yeah, there's some parts we definitely need to polish up in that movie. But the structure is perfect. Like, we got the key parts of the story down.
Yeah, we just gotta polish it a little bit. You got the actual little. I think the what you call it, the fuck. What am I doing? What am I doing over here? I don't know. I'm just gonna go fight the damn organizations. That's what I'm gonna do. Play a real man's game.
Yeah.
But the second movie, man, is so good. Let me tell you.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the opening to the second movie because that scene is probably one of my favorite scenes in all of them.
All right, so check it. All right, you ready for this? The movie opens up to this little village. All right, this little village off in this distant planet. It's not even Earth anymore. There's just this planet where and it shows the whole town. And then it cuts to these little kids playing soccer or playing with the ball. They're on this field. The little girl kicks the ball and it goes a little far away. The boy runs up, grabs it, and as he's about to grab the ball, the ground starts shaking. Pebbles are fucking trembling. And the kids look up, and all you see is a dark cloud coming over.
Yeah.
Engulfing the entire world. And, what you call it? The kids and then his army pulls up, just stomping over everything, and it cuts to them. It cuts to them destroying the village, emptying out everybody. Everyone's throwing everyone out. Gathering the entire town into the people.
Yeah.
Into the central town. Where everyone meets up.
The center of town, exactly.
Yeah. And as they're gathering everybody, everyone's getting pushed up,
And it's a huge army, dude.
Yeah, it's a giant army. It's engulfing the entire land,
Yeah.
The guards are over there beating up people on the ground, foreshadowing. They're just beating up people. And as the horns in the background, it's playing Jalen's as this entire thing is happening. It's playing Jalen's theme song. Dun 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 dun. And as everyone's gathered up, all you hear is these horns, and the crowd of army men, they split up. And as walks out Jalen wearing this all black and purple fucking cape.
Yeah.
It's like 20 feet long for no fucking reason.
He's got these fucking gloves that have claws on them.
Yeah, dude, just a dark motherfucker, dude. He has a giant flat top, the great beard, dude. And he walks in, and his Tyler's right by him. Tyler's like, "Sir, the planet is blah 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 blah." He's like, "It's up for auction in three sun cycles." He's talking very space-like. And Jalen's like, I like it. Jalen's looking around. He's like, maybe we can use this for farming. How's the landscape? Tyler's giving him the numbers and shit. And then he hears it.
Yeah.
Be quiet. It's okay, honey. It's okay.
Yeah.
And Jalen stops.
Yeah.
He's like, He walks over to where the crying is. Everyone spreads out, and it's showing the mother and a baby. And she's like, shh, please, God, please. She's praying to her God and whatnot. And Jalen leans over. He's like, may I? And as she looks up in front of Jalen, she's scared, so scared. She takes a step back. No, my Lord, please. And Jalen's like, he leans in again. May I?
Yeah.
And he looks at this woman with this death stare, dude. She raises up her hands as she kisses her baby. Please, Lord, please. He's like, here, my Lord, here. Gives him the baby. And Jalen starts rocking the baby, comforting the baby. And Jalen's like, and the baby stops crying. And he's like, see, that wasn't so hard. And the mom is just smiling, laughing in fear. Oh, thank you, Your Highness. Thank you, Your Darkness. And then the baby starts crying. And the baby starts crying louder and louder. And Jalen's hand is shaking. And the mom stops smiling. She's just so worried. And then it cuts through the crowd.
Make the sound again. Exactly.
It cuts through the crowd, and all you see is the silhouette of blood and splatter everywhere. And all you hear is it cuts to Jalen. And it cuts back to the mom, and her eyes are just full of tears.
And then you hear the little thud of him dropping the baby.
Man, and then right when you hear the thud, it cuts to black while Jalen's laugh is in the echo.
Yeah.
And then it cuts right back to us. Like,
yes.
It's been like, I think, a year, right? It's been a whole year without Jalen. And, we've been searching like the entire galaxy because Jalen left. We do like a little update on what's happening and shit. We have an entire army base looking for Jalen. And we're like, the last sighting of him was, over a year ago, when he left the world with Atlantis' army. And it's so fucked up because when he left the ocean with the army of Atlantis, Jalen didn't know that taking them out of the ecosystem fucked up the entire world. So I guess the Atlanteans are the ones who control the water with the earth and shit.
It just upset the balance of nature.
Yeah. So the waters was more devastating to humanity. We were able to fix it and stay safe. So we're over here just playing cleanup and shit. What happened after that?
Well, after that, Antonio is completely focused on finding Jalen. Right?
Oh yeah, Antonio's gone. He's off planet.
Yes. Well, in the beginning he's there, but then he leaves for the majority of the move.
Yeah, he's there back and forth. Oh, because he gets captured, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what. Yeah.
Fuck, that's right. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah. So we're starting up the mission to go back into outer space, and Antonio gives the idea. Yeah, I'll take point. I'll go ahead and head out first. So Antonio takes lead, heading out. Me and Darren are right behind him, and then we just go and planet to planet. That's all we're doing, going planet to planet, trying to heal everything that Jalen has destroyed.
Right.
And come to find out, there's a access point that Jalen, like a warp tunnel, or some black hole in space that Jalen used to jump further into the galaxy. And we were like, oh, we don't have that type of power, man. We can't make it that far. And Antonio gives the idea, well, maybe not all of us need to go. I did learn how to breathe in space faster than you guys. And we're like, yeah, that is true. because all three of us can breathe in space, but Antonio can do it the best because he learned it first. So
Right.
he's like, you know what? How about
He's
this?
mastered it.
Yeah, he's way mastered it. Like he's ahead of us. He acts like our level just to keep morale up, but in reality, he is like fucking 10 levels times ahead of us. But Antonio's like, you know what? Let me just go. I'll go on my own. I'll be back in a week. Because Antonio says he can hold his breath for a week or whatever. I'll be back in a week at the next relay, and I'll update you guys. And we're like, okay, just remember to leave tracking beakers everywhere. So this is where we say goodbye to Antonio, and me and oh my god, I gotta take a shit, dude. You guys okay with me taking a shit while talking about this?
Yeah.
I'm farting like crazy, and I'm like, well, pretty soon there's gonna be a shit coming out this ass while farting. Fuck. I want to go fight Axel, so let me put this one on. What you call it? So Antonio goes on his mission. Me and Darren are. All right, man. What do we do now? Let's fucking go. Let's go do our thing. So
yeah, we're with Donzo.
Oh yeah, that's right. Donzo's still in the. He's still the man. What you call it? He's still the dude in the chair, giving us all the information and stuff. So we're like, we're trying to search for Tyler, because recently they found out that Tyler's back on Earth. We find out that Tyler's back. Oh, Tyler's looking for Victoria. So Tyler's looking for Victoria. So we had a hit that Victoria went missing a couple months ago, and Tyler has been visiting Earth occasionally. So now our mission is to go find Tyler. And this is where Tyler starts. Oh my god, this is so good. So that's our mission. Okay, so it cuts away to Jalen. Jalen is on this off-world planet, just sitting on his throne. He turned an entire planet into his throne. That's how powerful this guy is. They're dropping hints about, like, Jalen meets with his generals because they come talk to him on his throne, and Jalen's just there, just slumped, like he's a disappointed god. Like, that's what he looks like. Like, his generals are coming to him, sir. The rations of the way we keep our troops are dwindling. Like, Jalen talks dwindling. I have the most powerful army in the galaxy. My dude, you're gonna have to take over.
Alright.
Alright, I'll be on standby, but I gotta take a dookie, dude. Like, no fucking other. Yo, how about you play play Kingdom Hearts for me? Go fight that motherfucker Axel. Oh, fuck. How do I do this again? Fuck, I gotta take a dookie like no other, man. And you know me with shit, dude. You know how it is. You know how you know my stories with me taking shits. Oh god, I have the worst shit stories. Remember that time after Denny's? It took us like 2 hours to get home because I had to stop because I had to take a shit. Dude, you guys don't get it. We went to Denny's like 5 times in 1 week, and like the 3rd time we went, I had to take a shit walking home. And like, this is after the food challenge, man. The 3rd time that I failed. And then we were walking home, like a group of us, and I had to stop every like 10 steps because I was about to shit myself. Yeah. And then I just knew Darren and they were all getting mad, man. They're like, let's just keep going, dude. And I was like, I gotta take a shit. I'm not shitting myself, man. Oh god, good time. All right, I'll be back in a minute. Darren, are you in there?
Yeah, I'm in.
I just game shared it to you. You should be in right now.
Alright, let me connect that.
Yeah, you connect that. Ugh. Go fight Axel. That's the thing I was doing. Ugh.
It's been a hot minute since I played this game.
Yeah, until Darren hops in. There it is.
Alright. Let me see how I
Let me save it real quick.
do this share play.
Where the hell did we leave off in the story? I gotta remember this before I forget.
We left off when our mission is to, no, it's Jalen being, on his throne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's on his throne, he's upset.
He's talking about how he has the strongest army in the world. But in reality, his army is dying. Because he's conquering too much planets around the world. Not enough men to fill the the planes and shit. Okay, I gotta be ready.
Come here, I'll make it all stop.
Quiet, Axel.
Yeah, back off. Back off. There. Heal. Right. Give me strength. Give me strength.
Where? Heal? What is Albert a fucking madman? Yeah, so in the story, pretty much at that point, yeah, so it just pretty much shows parts of Jalen's conquest across the galaxy. Him creating a bunch of slaves and him setting himself up to be just like a pure fucking tyrant in the universe. Yeah, dude. I don't remember how to do this. Okay. So yeah, it shows Jalen's conquest, and there'll be lots of scenes of him conquering and killing people and stuff. And at the same time,
Come here, I'll make it all stop. Yeah.
and Albert, you having square as hell is crazy to me. It's gotta be X, bro. God, square the hill.
Come here, I'll make it all stop. Get back!
Shoot. What were we saying? What part of the story did we leave off? Sorry, I'm just texting right now. I think we were...
I'll make it all stop. Come here, I'll make it all stop.
Ugh.
Come here, I'll make it all stop. Back off.
That QTE. And the mobility in this game is so good.
Come here, I'll make it all stop. Back off. Get back.
Oh.
Come here. I'll make it all stop. Get back! It's over! Get back! Get back!
Alright, I'm back.
It feels so delayed.
I'm back.
Alright, let me give it one more shot. Not doing hot at all.
Man, it was one of those dookies where like it all comes out on one of those, and then you fart and then. Alright, let me take over. Oh, you got it one more time. You got this, boy.
Oh, you got this. You got this.
How do we swap over? Noise. Alright, where was I in the story?
We were at where Jalen is pretty much just conquering the universe, right? He's going around conquering and just like building his forces and obtaining more and more power, you know? Because there's like a power source of every planet that he goes to that he absorbs, and he just gets more and more powerful. And we're pretty much just trying to find a way to find him, you know?
I'm about to beat this guy one fucking chance. Give me a second. Wait. Oh, fuck you, dude. Yeah, so Jalen's in his floating chair. He's floating in the galaxy. His own people are telling him that his army is dying, but he's like, no, I'm the strongest in the fucking universe, blah, 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 blah. And, honestly, I need ethers, dude. Or mega ethers. That's what I need, right?
Mega ethers do your whole party. Ethers just do it on you.
Oh, fuck it. I am my own party. See, look, how many mega ethers? I got 30. So I can use them. Wait, you can only have one at a time? You only have one mega ether at a time?
Yes.
What? Why can't I add any of this shit? What the hell? Why can't I add it?
I mean, ethers and mega ethers do the same thing, but like...
No, wait, why can't I add it though?
I don't know.
Oh, Darren, what the fuck did you do? Oh, I have too much.
Damn thing, buddy.
I have too much, that's what it is. I gotta throw away what? Throw. I was like, why can't I do it? That's why I have too much.
Where the hell's Jalen at?
He's probably playing Destiny. You are my destiny. Okay. Alright, so Jalen's over there getting upset that his own army, his own people are telling him things he does not want to hear. And it's understandable, you know? It's a fucking Lord, he don't want to hear this shit. And so, Jalen goes off, and Tyler's right next to him trying to... Oh, no, Tyler's visiting Earth. This is, Charlie. Charlie's with them, talking about, you know, hey, man, we're doing a good thing here. We just, you know, you do gotta listen to your men. And Jalen's like, silence! If I want to listen to those chattering boxes, and I would have, you know, whatever. You know, Charlie's over there like, hey, man, I understand why we left Earth. I get it. But you can't be doing this out. You can't be doing this out in space. You know, and then what's his name? Charlie brings up Charlie fills us in on what happened in the whole year. You know, he's like, just because, you know, we left Earth and we started conquering planets and we found life on other planets and shit. It's not how it was, man. We overthrew galaxies, you know. We overthrew all these other things. And Jalen's getting... In Jalen's mind, he's like, yeah, I am the greatest. I did conquer this. But in Charlie's eyes, Charlie's trying to reason with him, saying like, no, man, you gotta slow it down a bit. You're causing a lot of problems. But in Jalen's eyes, he's like, yeah, I'm the fucking boss, dude.
Yeah.
And then Jalen,
he's like, I could still get more power. There's still more power to obtain.
And Jalen and Charlie's like, what happens when there's no more power? And Jalen's like, it'll only be me. And then Jalen's like, leave me be. I must go to my chambers. And then as he goes to a chamber, all he hears is a voice. He's like, are you ready? And you hear a girl moan. Now, when you hear the moan, you think, oh, this guy's about to go get his dick sucked or something. But it's way worse than that. So,
yeah, it's pretty bad.
As Tyler goes home, it cuts back to us. It cuts back to us trying to look for Tyler. And then, you know, it comes down to us fighting and shit. And then, wait, give me a second. Hello. Let me fight this motherfucker. That was good, Nicholas. Oh no. Bullshit, dude. Yeah, so as Tyler's entering, it cuts to me and Darren, and we're just reminiscing, like, man, I can't believe Jalen's gone this far, But Darren's like, but we've came far too. How much we've thrived as people, we were doing good, and me and Darren are like, you know what, you're right, you're absolutely right. We've done good to these people, and we're just we're on other planets right now. We've done good by these people. We helped them. We healed them from what Jalen has been doing.
Yeah.
Jalen's just he's just lost right now, man.
And that's like the... Yeah.
Like, Jalen's lost. We just got to find him. And that's when we get the beep, 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 beep. Tyler is inbound. Tyler inbound. So we find Tyler. We see what he's doing. He's over there sneaking around. But as we're looking, we're mad. We're just pissed off because, like, Tyler just fucked us over last year. But we see that Tyler's doing, like, he's doing good shit. He goes and visits his mom. He goes visits, Jalen's mom. He's visiting he's doing good deeds. And we're like, nah, I'm not going to buy it until we get to him. And so we send out a message to Antonio. He's like, has he responded yet? We're like, yeah, he left up beacons around Planet 79 and Zelo 5, all these planets. We're like, good, we'll update him on Tyler. And then as we're putting the phone away, it sends a message. It beeps that Antonio missed a checkpoint, but we close it so we don't hear it. So we go to meet up with Tyler, and as we bump into him, he's like, "No, you're not supposed to be here." And then Tyler starts fighting, and we start fighting. And we're just like, we're thinking like, "Oh, Tyler's gonna kill somebody," but in fact, Tyler's actually protecting somebody. So Tyler is, oh man. So when Tyler comes home, so this is a true story. Tyler does have one. As we send Tyler flying, and we're sent through this nursery. And as we're running through, Tyler's like, "Wait, please wait." And me and Darren stop, and we turn around, and we hear baby crying. We're like, "Oh," and it's Tyler's daughter, because Tyler actually has a kid, so it's Tyler's kid. And we're like, "Oh, Tyler, I understand why you guys would kill me, but it's not like that anymore. I don't know if this is what I wanted for Jalen. I don't know if this is what I wanted at all." And then that's where Tyler starts betraying. He starts giving out secrets and shit. And so, So it cuts back to Jalen as he just gets done fucking the girl. He gets alerted that one of his... And this is right after Tyler helped us. So Tyler gives us information on the planet that Jalen's going to, or like Jalen is about to go to, like on his trip. But as we're going, Jalen makes plans to go fight, go take over this galaxy or this planet. And then he gets a notification that one of the planets ahead of him, like ahead of the list, the schedule, is getting hit before Jalen can get there. And Jalen's like, "What is happening?" And his men, Charlie's like, "It seems like someone's attacking the route, Your Majesty. Someone is above our schedule." And he's like, and Jalen's like, "That's impossible. The only person who knew about that is..." And then Charlie looks back, "Sir, what do we do?" And Jalen laughs. "Oh, let's go pay a visit." So Tyler's over there. It cuts back to Tyler and us, and Tyler's taking us through this jungle and shit, because we're trying to find this resource that Jalen's been hiding. And we're like, "So Tyler, how come you kept coming back to Earth?" And Tyler's like, "Victoria." We're like, "Yeah, your wife, right?" He's like, "Yeah, she hasn't been sending me memos at all in the past couple of months, and I've been coming back to visit her, but the last time I couldn't find her." And we're like, "Oh, so what is that? So is she dead?" He's like, "No, she's not dead. I know she's not dead. I would have felt it. It's true love." He's explaining that true love trumps all. He's like, "I know she's still alive. I can feel her." And we're like, "We'll find her. Don't worry." And we're like, "Yeah." So, and then Tyler takes us to this planet. We're on this planet that Jalen is supposed to go to. And we're like, "How do we know Jalen will be here?" Tyler pulls up the schedule. this planet is en route to Jalen's demise, or Jalen's, Jalen's path to everything. It shows that he already conquered like 20% of the galaxy. And so his next row is like this sector over here that has like a gateway to the rest of the world, like to the rest of the galaxy. And so we go there, and that's when what you call it. Oh fuck! And that's when what's his name? And that's when we bump into Jalen's army, because we bump into Jalen's army, and Tyler's like, no, they're not supposed to be here, and we're over here thinking it's a trap, and Tyler explains, like, as we're fighting like Jalen's minions, Tyler gives us like this sort of teleportation device that teleports us around the planet away from here. And we're like, what about you, Tyler? He was like, I'll blend right in. They don't know that I'm with you guys, so just go. So we're like, all right, we'll see you soon. And so they disappear, so we disappear, and Tyler's as the army comes up, they're like, oh, it's General Tyler, He's like, what is the meaning of this? Why have you guys, Tyler's like, why have you guys, done this? I'm here on a strict mission from Lord Vandervoort himself. And Jalen, and then, as he says that, Charlie pops out. He's like, Tyler, it seems my brother has a fond of you. And Charlie never liked Tyler. These two never liked each other. So,
yeah.
He's like, it's fitting. My brother has just ordered you to speak for him. He just called. And Tyler, like, he swallows his throat, and he's like, okay. So he goes and meets, and this, oh my god, it's so crazy. So this is when Tyler goes and meets Jalen, and Jalen's just sitting in his chair, waiting for Tyler. And Tyler, I messed up. So as Tyler opens up this door, this giant bedroom, this giant room, with a bed, and he sees Tyler, and he sees Jalen, and Jalen's over there, just drinking a 211. He's like, you remember that day I came over to your house with some beers and shit? It's a made-up memory, but he's like, remember that day I came over to your house with some 211s, and your parents were gone, it was just me and you playing Destiny all day? And Tyler's like, yeah, man, that was a great moment. And Jalen's back is turned. So Jalen's over there, fixing up drinks, while Tyler's walking around the room, looking around and shit, being all, being aware. And Jalen's like, yeah, man, those were the good times, right? Back when you had friends. And he turns around, looks Tyler in the eye, and Tyler is just nervous. He's like, yeah, man, friends. He's like, remember what you said that day? You remember? And Tyler's like, yeah, I do. As Jalen hands him the beer. What was that? What did you say that? What did you say that night? I said, or you said, you were my best friend. And I said, you were my brother. And Jalen laughs. He's like, yeah, my brother, right? Because a brother is always there for me. At my lowest and my highest. And Tyler's like, yeah. And that's when Jalen grabs Jalen's spine, like grabs Tyler's spine. He just, then why, brother? Why have you betrayed me? And Tyler's like, he's like, I knew about your trips to Earth. I knew about you going back to seeing your precious Victoria. He's like, I'm just coughing out blood. He's like, Jalen, please. He's like, no. Isn't it odd that she was missing the past 30 days? And he's like, what? How did you? And because he's holding Jalen's holding his spine. And so right now, Tyler's head is on Jalen's shoulder, like a puppet, dude. And so he's like, well, how about you take a look at this? He grabs his spine, faces it out towards the bed, and the bed rotates, and out shows Victoria chained up, and that's the girl that Jalen was fucking in the beginning. Yeah. And she's just chained up, all naked, bruised up, blood everywhere, fucking cum all over her and shit. Oh, he left. Dude. And then Tyler's eyes open wide. He's like, no, no, Victoria, what have you done? And Jalen brings him in, and he's like, that's why I fucked your bitch, you white motherfucker. And he kills her, and then Victoria screams, ah, ah, and then boom, he kills her. And then he just throws him down, and like you see the look of Jalen, like he's mad, but like he's not mad at Tyler for betraying him. He's mad at himself for killing his own best friend. You know, but you know, it's something you got to pick up on. And then a general walks in. He's like, "My lord, your ship is getting your army is dwindling on this planet." You know, oh no. At this time, as he kills Tyler, Jalen he goes down to the cellar, right? Because at this point, to us, we can't find Antonio. Antonio's not been found. Like, he has not been setting up his beacons and shit. But that happens before Tyler splits up with us. So right now, Jalen's like, I gotta see something real quick, and then he goes. Oh wait, how do we factor in what's his name? Antonio getting captured. Like, we don't bring it up, right? Like, Jalen just has him the whole time.
No, there's scenes throughout the movie of Jalen talking to Antonio and torturing him.
Oh yeah, and this whole time we're like, we don't know who he's talking to. Right? Do we know he's talking to Antonio?
I think we know who he's talking to. I think the twist is that, you know, at the end.
Oh, where Jalen walks out. And
yeah, but we know where who he's talking to. We know that he's talking to Antonio.
Okay. So.
And it makes you think, like, holy shit, you know.
Oh wait, so it's after Antonio leaves us, right?
Yeah.
So right before. Oh, it's right before we go meet Tyler. That's when that's when Antonio's beaker goes off. His transponder, whatever shit, goes off.
Yeah.
Because we close the phone and we don't see it.
Yeah.
So
but then it cuts to Jalen.
Oh yes.
And like, there's this scene where Jalen's got all these slaves just pushing this big boulder, like this big fucking thing, and it's just for no reason. They're not building anything or doing any work.
They're just pushing.
It's just they're just using all this energy for nothing, and he's like the kind of stuff that he does.
Man, just tortures people. It's just a boulder and going in circles.
Yeah.
And Jalen's just talking, like, oh, you're right. Jalen's just talking in the air. Like, this is before the generals come in talking about his fleet is the planet up ahead is getting attacked. You know. Oh, okay, you're right. So as Jalen's watching, is torturing like these hundreds of thousands of people for no reason, he's just talking in the air. But like, we think he's talking to himself, but he turns around and it's somebody chained up.
Yeah.
It's somebody chained up, you know, in the shadows. We don't, like, the camera don't see, but, you know, you obviously assume that it's Antonio. But, you know, he's just talking in the air, and he walks over to the shadowy figure. He's like, isn't that right? Like, he's just talking about his past, talking about how fucked up his life has been, and that it all came to this moment right here. And as he turns around, he walks up to the shadowy figure that's chained up. Isn't that right? Picks up his head, Antonio, and that's where it's like the fucking the climax right there. Antonio has been captured by fucking Jalen. He's chained up, getting beaten down, and that's when the general walks in. Sir, your planet up ahead is getting attacked. Right before, you know, whatever. And Jalen's like, who authorized that? No one has authorized on that planet except for. Oh.
Yeah.
He's like, I know who. He's like, Charlie, set course to blah, 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 you know. And then it cuts away to us talking with Tyler, asking why he came back and blah. And Tyler talks about how he came to see Victoria but couldn't find her. And that's when we get ambushed. We kill the first 10 people who come, and then Tyler's like, you guys have to run away. They don't know that I'm with you, so you guys go. So we take the portal around the world, and then we take the ship to leave, while Tyler stays, and he's like, oh yeah. And then that's when Charlie shows up. He's like, the boss wants to see you. Let's go. You know, and that's when you know, Jalen kills Tyler, and then he kills Victoria. And then after, like, dude, right after he kills Victoria, he looks back at Antonio like, "Oh yeah, Tyler's okay, yeah." So in that room, Tyler sees Antonio and shit. You know, because he's already chained up. But yeah, he turns to Antonio. He's like, "You see, this is what happens when you betray me." And then Antonio's not talking. You know, the whole time Antonio's just not talking. He's just coughing up blood and shit. He's like, "Still not talking, huh?" "Yeah, just like how I was always abused as a kid. You never said anything. Anything." And he throws Tyler's body at Antonio. "You did this. You did this." Like, taking no accountability of what he did. Hey, what's good, Nicholas? And then he's like, "You did this. Alright?" And that's when Jalen gets another radar that me and Darren are over there. We're knocking on the front door just trying to fucking get to Jalen. And that's when we go and fight. Like we're going up against Jalen's crew. You know, so we're fighting Dwayne, we're fighting Malcolm and Charlie. And as we're fighting them, we get separated. And we're like, "Oh, so where's the other guys at? You know, where's the? Oh no." So I fight Malcolm, and then Darren fights Dwayne because we get separated. So we fight. We're all talking about, you know, the shit that can change or whatnot. But then we end up killing them. We fucking kill these two, and then me and Darren meet up to fight Charlie. And Charlie's a pretty badass dude. So he's actually putting up a good fight. And he's like, and that's when Charlie starts talking shit. He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna do what we did to. Yeah, too bad that white boy's not gonna be with you." And I'm like, "What white boy?" He's like, "You know the one." And we're like, "Does he mean Tyler?" "I think he does." We're like, "Yeah, we always keep our enemies close, you know." And we're like, "What does that mean?" He's like, "They're all dead." You know, Charlie's just egging this whole thing on, and we end up, you know, just fucking killing him and shit. And that's when Jalen steps in. Jalen just comes in and just beats us fucking down. Like, at this point, Jalen's like a few steps ahead, you know. Oh no! As we're fighting Charlie, Jalen realizes that doesn't Jalen find out that it's a robot and not him, right? He finds out that it's just like a clone.
That's near the end.
Right, because Antonio comes in, right? Antonio comes
near
in
the end, yeah. Y'all trying to spark up? Does that mean sparking zero? Or is that smoking some schmeed?
Well, yeah, I gotta get this over, that's for sure. No more rap for me. Where are we at?
That's fighting Charlie, white boy, Jalen, Antonio thing.
Fuck this guy, dude. I'm not for some Sparking Zero. I already streamed this for 2 hours. Most of it just
nothing but the story.
Nothing but the story. Yeah, so as we're fighting Charlie and shit, right, doesn't it? Because it's a long fight. It's longer than, because the fight between Dwayne and Malcolm, it's a quick fight, you know. It's them talking shit, we end them, and then when we get to Charlie's like it's like 2-3 scenes, because it breaks away to what Jalen's doing. Yeah. As we're fighting Charlie and shit, you know, we realize Charlie's actually pretty tough. It cuts away to Antonio and Jalen.
Yeah.
And Jalen's just beating down Antonio. "Huh? Why won't you ever talk to me? How come you didn't help me?" You know, just laying down, just killing him and shit. You know, all I ever wanted was a brother. And you never was there.
Hello.
And Nicholas, what's up, man?
Is it just doing that same thing over again?
Yeah, I almost got pissed on because I thought he was just scamming.
Yeah.
I'll make it all stop.
Fucking Axel. You know, I'll play him.
Yeah, I'll hop on too after this second.
Yeah, let's finish. Let me finish this story real quick.
Yeah.
As we're fighting, we're fighting Charlie. Charlie starts talking shit about Tyler, and we're like, "What'd you do to him?" And we're like, "Yeah, we've been on that. That rat was a rat. That's why we took care of him." So, we beat him down, and we just beat him down. We don't kill him. We just beat him down to where he is knocked out. Jalen cuts back to Jalen, but right before we knock out Charlie, Jalen's getting more mad, and then he does it. He finally does it. He punches off Antonio's head. He's like, "Why don't you ever love me? Why didn't you ever care?" And knocks off his head, and Jalen breaks down. He's like, "Oh, Antonio." He goes to grab his head, only to find out that it's this like industrial robot that Antonio's been working on, like in the first movie. Like it's just one of his side projects that we acknowledge, but it's in the background. But Jalen knows what it is. He's like, it's that fucking program that he's been working on. And then it cuts back to us. Like Jalen, it shows Jalen's face as he gets mad because he's in tears. He just killed Antonio. He's in tears, but he sees that it's a fucking fake, that it's a robot, and his fucking eyes turn from tears to fucking fire. He's like, ah! And right before he blows up, it cuts to us knocking out Charlie. Yeah, what was that, pussy? And then me and Darren look at each other like, all right, now we gotta find this fucking, like, this mountain just gets fucking torn off of this purple energy of Jalen shows up, and he comes rushing us, and he just clotheslines both of us. Now, this is foreshadowing to Baruki shit. He just zooms down, grabs both of our heads, slamming us through the ground. Where is he? Where is Antonio? And we're like, why should we tell you, knowing that we don't know we don't even know where Antonio's at? He's like, I want him now. And dude, he's beating us down. He's about to kill us. And then he has both of us on the ground, just all passed out. And Jalen's like, I want, raises his hand up. I want this fucking ball that grows 3 times, 10 times, 100 times big. I want. And as it gets to this biggest form, charging it up, this giant purple ball, all you see is a white light. Cuts the ball in half and explodes. And Jalen looks up, and me and Darren wake up, and we look. It's Antonio. And this dude is in his full fucking form, glowing in gold. He's like, all right, Jalen, you want me? You got me. These both of them charge together and sends fucking shockwaves, man. These two are blowing up mountains, destroying this planet, dude. And me and Darren are just getting blown away. And we're like, what's happening? And you're like, that's Antonio. He showed up. And we're like, yes. He's like, no, not good. Even though this planet has no life, it's about to blow. We're like, oh no, you know. So these two are fighting and all out, and Jalen's like, once again, you weren't there for me. You send your little puppet to take care of me. And Antonio's over there blocking everything. He's like, no, Jalen. I wanted you to release. Dude, I wanted you to see how bad of a man you've gotten. You know, and then Antonio's over there opening up and shit. But then this is, like, Jalen gets so mad hearing the truth. He gets so mad hearing the truth because it makes sense. It starts making sense. And then Jalen gets the upper hand. All this anger turns into more power. And then Antonio starts to get overwhelmed. And Jalen's like, never again. I will never be weak. And it just shows flashes of Jalen getting molested, flashes of graduation, flashes of him almost getting stomped by Vandergriff, flashes of his stepfather dying. All of these flashes coming through. And he's starting to beat down Antonio. And we're like, no, we have to join in. We have to stop. As we're charging up, Jalen literally looks from afar, and he just blinks at us, and we just get sent away. Just
Yeah.
fuck it, like we're nothing. We're dude. And Antonio
Yeah.
they come in for the final blast. Like these two are hand to hand holding each other, charging up, about to fucking die. And Antonio's like, I've always been here. You've been closed off. You could have opened up whenever you wanted to, but you chose to go the other way, Jalen. And Jalen's like, that's not true. And Antonio's like, it is. Bring it, Jalen. Release it. And then Jalen's body starts to it starts to shake with all this purple and gold aura.
Yeah, all his veins are just popping out of his arms and shit, and his neck, and
he's the power is engulfing him, and Antonio knows that it's not Jalen.
yeah.
Like Jalen has his own power. What Antonio knows that there's a dark power in him that's taking control. Antonio's like, he's like, release it, Jalen. Release it. And Jalen finally does. He grabs Antonio. He does a fucking meteor smash all the way down into a mountain. And then it explodes. Like Jalen and Antonio just fucking explode with purple and gold everywhere. Into a giant mushroom cloud. As the fucking dust settles and shit, me and Darren get up and we're like, is it over? Oh, no, wait. I remember Jalen and Antonio had like a badass line. They're like, I only wanted a brother. And you're like, oh, dude, we said it like a couple years ago. He's like, Jalen said something. He's like, all I ever wanted was a brother.
To be player one.
Yeah.
And then Antonio drops the brother line.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I'm tired of being number 2. I'm not player 2 anymore. I'm player 1. And then Antonio, that's when he says it. He's like, and all I ever wanted was a brother. And then, and that's where it happens. All that power that's been stored up between Jalen and Antonio, it finally releases right when he says that. Just and all we see is a giant flash. After the flash of the giant mushroom cloud, me and Darren stand up, and we're looking at the dust settles, and we're like, what happened? Do you feel their power level? We're like, no. And Darren's like, no, do you see it? We both look towards the mountain, and it's just Jalen standing up. And as Jalen's standing there, just all fucking powered out, dude, me and Darren are like, oh, you know what we have to do, right? We're like, yeah, we gotta put him down. Put him down for good. So me and Darren start charging up, and then we start, and as we're about to charge, Antonio reaches his hand out and grabs Jalen and walks right by him, and we see it, both Jalen and Antonio, arm in arm together, and they're just like, and that's how we know, like, the world is back to where it's supposed to be. So it cuts to like a month later. Jalen's in prison. Jalen's in prison for all the troubles that he's done. We're rebuilding everything that Vandervoort has done. It shows a little montage of Jalen going to court and shit, and us dealing with that. And
just picturing it, he's going to court after what he did.
He's answering for his crimes.
No, doesn't Donzo come out after the fight, then?
Yes. So, wait, you're right. So, yeah, you're right. Antonio and Jalen changed history. They changed how it's supposed to be. So, as we meet up, all 4 of us, we're just talking and shit, coming together after the fight. And no, this is after, because like we all get back together. Like this is like probably like a day or 2 later after the whole fight. We're just talking, like we're chilling at our headquarters and shit. And then Donzo shows up. And we're like, oh no, Donzo died, right? Isn't it where Donzo died? Charlie kills Donzo?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, Charlie kills Donzo. And, where we read it into it, but Charlie kills Donzo, but Donzo shows up at the end when we're all, healing and stuff. And we're like, Donzo, you were a lot. And he freezes us, and he's like, this isn't how it's supposed to go. this isn't the timeline I wanted. And we're like, what? And Donzo, he's like, do it again, but how I want it. And he snaps his fingers, and we're like, we go back to when we were kids, or like I think when we got our powers. And like, don't he erases our memory, right?
No, we keep our memory.
We keep our memories. Oh, would it be better if we erased our memories and started all over? And then
No, because we need it to where we keep our memories, because at the Donzo saga, it's just like, because we've lived thousands and thousands of years at that point.
Oh wait, how about this? Okay, at the end of the second movie, we rewind time. He rewrites the timeline, and we go back to when we get our powers and shit. Like that moment of us getting our powers was Donzo. Like in the first movie, it was Donzo giving us the powers in that cave that we were. Okay, so let's say this: he does erase our memory, but in the third movie, like however many timelines we had, that's where we remember everything from all the timelines. We remember the shit that Donzo did to us. That's why we go after him.
Okay.
Yeah, so at the end of the second movie, Donzo's like, this isn't how it's supposed to be. And we're over here confused as shit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, no, I'm going to do it again, but better. And we restart at that moment at the first movie where we get our powers. And then it cuts away to Donzo in the background. Like, this is better. And it starts all over. But in the third movie, this is where shit goes crazy, because this is Jalen's redemption arc, you know?
Yeah.
This whole movie is about Jalen repenting, Jalen going back on all the things that he did bad in the past couple of the past movies. You know, he tries to make amends with the Atlanteans. He goes back to the baby that he squished the head, which is Brianna, by the way.
Yeah.
And you know, we fight Donzo. And this is the entry of the Donzo trilogy. The fucking him turning into the creator, and the Nega Donzo. Oh.
Yeah.
We are many. You are many, but we are. I forgot what the fuck.
You are one. We are many.
Oh, it was too good.
The Ermac line. And it's all of our voices.
Yeah.
And then the Tiger Claw.
Yeah, his last move is the Tiger Claw.
Yeah, the Donzo saga is a crazy one.
Yeah, because that's where we bring in the multiverse.
Yeah.
And we had the multiverse thing before Multiverse was a thing.
Bro, on the weekend could you stream Sparking Zero if you can?
Oh yeah, you know,
now multiverse is everywhere.
Jalen's an active thing, man. You know what, Darren? I'll do that. After this, let's put some Sparking Zero.
I'm already on it.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, I think I'll hop over right now. Bear, I'm gonna go hop over. The boys want to play. I started talking about movies that we've been building for years. But the people want what the people want, so let's go play.